Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 2016 career mode. So we're here in USA. I gotta say, last time in the F1 2015 career mode it did go pretty well, if I remember correctly. But let us get into practice straight away. And as you can see, not a lot of races remaining into the calendar, and we've just started our practice session right here, and we're on the track acclimatization test, and it's the only test that anyone can pass it. Like every single one of you guys watching, even if you're not a good enough player, you can even pass it. Like even my dad can pass the test. But as you can see, perfect to the track acclimatization test, and we've been very good, very consistent to the laps, and as you can see on the time management test, we've been setting very good purple laps right after this, and but guys, we are perfect on the track acclimatization test, and also perfect, not actually perfect, we just completed the time management test. As you can see, we had actually 3 purples, 3 greens, but that one red dot just really didn't help us to get that perfect score. And qualifying pace also went very well. It's 13th position, estimated qualifying position, but we're gonna go into qualifying and onto racing.
Expecting qualifying to start any minute here in Austin, Texas, where drivers will be hoping to top the timesheets today and be ready for tomorrow's US Grand Prix. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
Well, tyre management is key here, specifically the rears. It's all too easy to overheat and wear the rear tyres as they're punished out of the low-speed corners. Most teams won't be able to avoid some kind of issue here, especially the teams that are running less downforce.
So here we are on the qualifying session of the US Grand Prix. We do not have a setup for this track, we're just going on for the default setup, but I'm gonna go out of track, show you my best lap, and hope that we can qualify 13th or better, because that's what the practice test program told us. Let's get on the track. As you can see, starting now our fastest lap. I'm just coming across the line to start our fastest lap. This is my fastest effort, guys. And after the first corner, sit down to third gear, get on the power as early as you can. Now I take those corners full throttle throughout this S section right here wonderfully. The 10 sit down to 60, then to 50, get the best possible acceleration out of the car. Fastest sector, they fly through those sections down into 4th gear. So you have set the fastest sector. Very good start of the lap. The full throttle there. Coming out across the final corners into the last corner, you have to sit down to 3rd. You can do it even on 2nd, but it's your choice. And coming out across the line, it is going to be an unbelievable P6 for the American Grand Prix. Let's go in the race and hope for a good start.
In 2012, America's on-again, off-again love affair with Formula One finally seemed to settle down with the completion of this wonderful racing facility here in Texas. Since then, we've been treated to some incredible races, including, of course, that classic wet-dry championship decider of 2015. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles an hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and at the end of the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. With me today is Anthony Davidson, a man who knows this circuit quite well. Why do you think, though, Ants, that this Grand Prix has now found such huge success since returning to the calendar in 2012?
Well, full credit to the race promoters. They have a Grand Prix in a part of the country famed for its love of motorsport, and they do a fantastic job of advertising it to the right crowd, and then satisfying them when they're here with excellent facilities. It also tends to help when the circuit itself is good, and that's definitely true here. The layout is interesting and it produces some exciting action. Hosting a thrilling title decider like we had in 2015 wouldn't hurt either, so the pressure's on then to maintain that kind of quality here today.
Okay, you can brake late into one because of the incline. It's a slow corner though, so make sure you stay out of trouble. Good luck.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the
So
starting
here we are,
grid.
guys, on the grid of the American Grand Prix. Start from P6 after a very good result actually into the qualifying session. P6, I think P5 would be the most that we could have done, but with a very good start, going down the inside of a lot of cars into turn 1, it's going to be a very exciting race to watch for you guys and to race for me. But race strategy, it's going to be starting on the super soft, which is, of course, I like going on the super soft tires, so you know, the softer compound out of all of them, in order to push, you know, in the start of the race, get as many positions as you can, and then do some you know, hold the tires till explode. But then we're gonna pit on the soft, super softs again, and then for a last stop on the softs to finish the race off. But we've now lined up for the grid, on the grid, and it's now going to be lights out, and then where we go for the American Grand Prix. We get off to a very good launching. Fernando Alonso gets off to a very good start. I time to take around the outside the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg. We go down the inside of absolutely everyone, and we're going into P1 already from turn 1. I think there's been a collision behind to the cars behind, and that's going to be a safety car. Unbelievable scenes. Safety car on the American Grand Prix, and oh my word, I wasn't accepting that. From the first lap we get a safety car, we merged into the lead. I wish there wouldn't be a safety car, because we could have called our gap, but now safety car is coming in on this lap. As you can see, it comes into the pits option on this lap, and we're going to restart, get back into racing speed. Some guys have ended the pit stops, I think, including Vettel and Ricciardo have ended the pit stops. I'm possibly going to end them in 2 laps. Lap 7, guys, as I told you, 2 laps later, and we're entering the pit stop together with Max Verstappen, as Valtteri Bottas, who's in 3rd. Now he's going to be in 1st, and he's on a set of soft tires. Very interesting strategy there from the Williams team. Could they get possibly a win? Their first possible good win, but we are going to get held up there. We've been held up there from the McLaren Honda, and we've been passed by Max Verstappen. Also, my teammate is up into P2. Very exciting to see Kevin a lot of positions up, but we rejoin the track in P19. So every single accepted leader, oh my god, they go very slow. And I'm not even joking. There's a huge train of cars just ahead of them, very slow cars. We're in P17. So as I told you, there are a lot of slow cars. We're going down the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Possibly even Sebastian Vettel there. Can we get him? Also move down Sebastian Vettel up into P15 we are. Now on the back of Dan Ricciardo, who's stuck behind Rosberg, who's acceptably stuck behind Carlos Sainz Jr. He cuts the corner. Dan Ricciardo has cut the corner, tries to emerge back into the track very dangerously, but we're up into P14. Next up ahead of us is Nico Rosberg, who's stuck behind Carlos Sainz. He tries to get use of the slipstream, but he just quite can't do it. The Mercedes aren't enough fast in that end of the season. It's so good for the Mercedes, you know. We're gonna see him on the back next season, but going down the inside of both Carlos Sainz and Nico Rosberg. So now down the inside of Nico Hulkenberg, we're into P11. And if we get down the inside of Felipe Nasr, he leaves us the space. We're going to get him into the points we are. Lap 10, and Raikkonen tries to jump down the inside of Verline. We're going to go very aggressive into turn 1. We're going to get both of them turning very nicely there. Very nice inside line into P8 we are, guys. Lap 50, guys, it's time for a programmized pit stop. Verstappen is a long way behind, so there's no chance he's going to overtake us. But I'm scared of Valtteri Bottas. I mean, like, the safety car helped those guys, all those guys who were on the soft compound tires, helped them a lot. As we also go on a set of soft to finish the race, but all those guys who started on soft, including Bottas, my teammate, you know, Button, all those guys have the advantage to us, because I think they are not going to make any more pit stops, because they are on the mediums, and if they are on the mediums, they can easily go till the end of the race. So It's going to be a fight through the field now to win the race. We are in P4. Our teammate is just behind us, so could he get the podium? It would be very exciting to see my teammate on the podium, Kevin Magnussen's face. But we got Grosjean into P3, a podium position. Daniel Kvyat now is next for P2. Only 3 laps on this set of softs. I feel very comfortable already. I'm gonna go around the outside of Daniel Kvyat through the straight. We're into P2. The next car ahead of us is Valtteri Bottas for P1, and we are very faster than him. Could we get him and get this amazing win here in USA? Well, and very soon. Lap 28, we just couldn't overtake Valtteri Bottas. We just couldn't even catch up with him. He was amazing throughout this race, and that's gonna be a win for Valtteri Bottas. But that's another podium for us in the F1 2016 career. Another podium in this Renault here in USA, and it's P2 with Max Verstappen in P3.
So, another fantastic victory for Williams today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Williams are your winners today.
So pretty straight racing. Once again, Valtteri Bottas on the podium. This time, he deserved the win, you know. But we're in P2 and Max Verstappen on P3 with Kimi Räikkönen on P4.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoilt for choice, Crofty. My instinct says Valtteri Bottas, and looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
So a very good race from Valtteri Bottas. He might have wasn't the fastest out of the track. We as Renault and actually me and Verstappen were the fastest. So I was expecting me to win this race. I wasn't expecting Valtteri Bottas. He just came out of nowhere and won this race. Like, strategy is the one that goes to the win. That's how he did it. And Kimi Räikkönen ended up in 4th. Daniel Kvyat getting back into form with a 5th position. We got Romain Grosjean in 6th. Kevin Magnussen on 7th. He qualified ahead of those two guys, Grosjean and Kvyat, but he just couldn't overtake him in the race. But he could have been P5 for Kevin and the much better, you know, result for Kevin. But that's also very good to get those points. But now, very close to Dan Ricciardo. We're just 4 points behind Dan Ricciardo after a poor performance for him, and just 5 points. Remember it, 5 points behind Nico Rosberg, who also had a poor performance. But if we just take 5 points against those two guys, we would be able to be in the top 3 with only something like 3 races remaining. Could you imagine the scenes of finishing in the top 3 with, in our first season, starting with a such slower car? It would be unbelievable. I think we can do this. We have tried so hard in this championship. We have done everything we could. We took wins, we took podiums. What if we do it once again in the end of the season, as the car is getting slower because of the other teams are still upgrading their cars for some weird reason. But Constructors, we are still 5th. I'm gonna fight with Williams till the end of the season. But that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. From Twitter and Instagram, ask me @1askfm. And yeah, see you tomorrow for another video. Goodbye, lads. See ya.
So tonight we are losing this fight. Oh, help out. So tonight is no one on outside who's gonna help our souls tonight. No one here to help out. So tonight it's on me, it's on you.